Doug Gerard here in my workshop after returning from the maiden flight of Blockbuster. I want to take a little bit of time to tell you about this project and show you some footage from the launch itself. This project is a modified kit from Composite Warehouse Rocketry called Mega Buster. The rocket itself is 9 inches in diameter, 11 feet tall, weighs about 90 pounds at liftoff. I added 2 cameras to it, but felt the rocket really needed something more. So I added a boat tail with cooling vanes on it. The time lapse at the beginning of this video shows the boat tail being printed over the course of 4 days. Since there were changes to the kit, I decided to change the name of the rocket to Blockbuster. I wanted to keep the Buster in the name, but I wanted to make it more of a movie theme. The main flight of Blockbuster was held at Alamosa, Colorado over Memorial Day weekend. I flew it on an M1790 Skidmark. And although the weather there actually was pretty bad that weekend, the flight was absolutely fantastic. I used a number of cameras around the launch pad to capture the launch. Here are just a few examples of what I shot. There were a few cameras mounted around the launch pad that were on tripods that pitched and followed the rocket as it launched. Here's an example of a great footage from my friend's rocket who flew on a K360. Many of the cameras that I use are the Sony RX0 Model 2, or sometimes referred to as II. It's a cute little compact camera that really does a phenomenal job. This one has a aftermarket front panel that has the removable filter and shield on it, light shield on it. But it really does a great job with both video or stills. At the top of the rail, I still use an RX0, but it's been modified with a ribcage backbone that allows C-mount lenses to be put on. For this one, I used a very wide angle 6mm lens, and it captures the rocket as it leaves the At the top of the launch tower, there's an arm that extends out and also has cameras mounted on it. On the opposite side of the arm mount is another camera that looks out horizontally. It is specifically placed so that it shows how close the rocket gets to the rail mount camera. At the base of the launch pad, I have cameras mounted specifically to record motor ignition. I also have a camera mounted looking upwards to capture still images as well. The most notable video clip comes from the Kronos high-speed video camera that shoots over 1,000 frames per second at nearly 1080p resolution. This shot comes from the pole mount that is strategically located above the rocket launch pad. These are just some of the examples that I use to record a rocket launch. You may have noticed some of the special effects that I use. This time I added black powdered paint to the dirt, pouring the dirt into the blast deflector underneath the rocket on the launch pad. The blast of the motor just blows out the dirt in spectacular fashion. Finally, here's the onboard video. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Thank you. All right, we're going to go slowly. Okay, now you guys pull. Pull. Keep pulling. Okay, hold it.